Hey, yo, what's up? Question for you. Do you walk by faith? Okay, Mark, well, can you explain faith? Sure, I can. Here's some examples. A blind man with a seeing eye dog walks by faith, with his dog. He believes that what the dog sees will be translated into a signal that tells him when it's time to go, stop, turn right or left. And he picks up those signals by holding the leash that connects him with the dog. Why does he trust the dog? Because it has something he doesn't have. Sight. Same way with God. And it's the same way with you and God. Today it might be unclear where God is taking you, my friends. That's why the blind man must hold the leash and stay connected to the dog. He may wonder, why am I stopping at this corner so long? Well, because there's traffic coming. And he's being protected from unseen danger. Remember, God has your tomorrow already planned out. Even though you haven't, or I haven't been there yet. He works outside of time, and he's not held back by the limitations that you and I labor with. Think about that for a second. Still don't get this faith thing, Mark? Let's keep going here with some other examples of walking by faith. Think about these other things for a minute. I know most of us travel a lot and fly, and when you decide to fly maybe to a certain destination, three things all have to sort of work together. Number one, you must identify the right airline, and that will get you to your intended destination. Number two, the plane must operate on a timetable that tells you when it's leaving, when it's arriving, and that the pilot has the route worked out in advance. Last one, number three, the airline must set a price that you and I can afford to pay. Then they put your name in a computer and everything is ready to go. But here's what's not happening. But here's what's not going to happen when you arrive to the airport. You're not going to ask them to explain how the plane works. What buttons does the pilot plan to push, and what's the equipment going to do when he or she pushes them? You're not going to check on the plane route they plan to take, or ask how fast they plan to fly, or how high, or whether the pilot plans to fly on manual control or autopilot. You're not going to argue about the price after you've already made your reservation and paid the fare. Well, why? Why, Mark? Why am I not going to do those? Because you're confident that the equipment is sound and the pilot is experienced, and you'll safely reach your destination. Basically, you put your trust in the plane, the pilot, and the airline. Hello? That's faith. That's faith. All right, gang, let's wrap it up here. And today, God is asking you to do the same thing with Him. No more, no less. Remember what I said earlier. God has your tomorrow already planned out. Even though you haven't been there yet, you should tweet that. He works outside of time, and He's not held back by the limitations that you and I labor with. Walk by faith so you can hit the mark today and every day. Thank you for following along and subscribing, my friends. Be blessed.